This is a life lesson. Don't take loan to set up a bakery business. You should rather start small with what you have and take a loan to increase production after 6 months or 1 year. Now, let me tell you why. Number one, high competition. Bakery business is very competitive, especially the bread aspect is very, very competitive. Every corner, every part of the country, you have bread. There are already giants, there are already established brands fighting in the field. So if you think that you will take a loan and you'll be able to compete strongly with the giants out there, you are making a very big mistake. Because one, you have not understood the competition, you have not understood the business, and when you don't have full knowledge of the business, when you don't have a full understanding, if you are not experienced in the business and you take a loan, you are going to be bankrupt. You are going to your business is going to crumble because you are going to make a lot of mistakes and you will not be able to stand the competition and the test of time. You will not be experimenting with loan, the money you collected from banking. The second reason is baker's dependence. You are setting up a bakery hoping that you will employ one good, perfect, or one professional, one baker that is so skilled that will help you to produce a bread that is top notch, and when you project it to the market, you are going to capture everyone's attention. You are going to be the talk of the day. I am telling you that you will be disappointed. Bakers are the first set of persons that will disappoint you, frustrate your business. They will confuse you. They will just resign without informing you. When you thought that the business is about to kick, they will just find another better place with high salary and leave you. Now, because you're a beginner, you may not be able to pay what the big guys are paying. So every baker, I tell you, every baker is looking for where they will pay him more money. So then once they get opportunity from another bakery, they step out. They don't care whether you collected loan, whether you will go bankrupt. They don't care. All they are looking for is money. So if you are setting up a bakery and you are not a baker, you don't have any experience, you have not gone for training, and you depend on bakers, I tell you, you will lose. You will shut down that bakery. You must go for training. Whether you will be the one to be baking or not, you should know what you are about to invest in. Have full knowledge. Go for training as if you are going to be the baker. That way, if a baker step out, that your bakery will not be shut down. You will continue production because you can also do it. As a matter of fact, you know how to formulate good recipe. You don't have to depend on the recipe that the baker you employed came with, and that baker that is formulating that recipe for you can easily sell that recipe to another competitor, and that is not good for your business. Now, this is the story of how I lost my bakery that was already at 5 bags per day. We were baking 5 bags of flour per day. Now, one day the baker just felt, he came to me and said he has been working for me, he's making me rich, and I'm not paying him enough. Meanwhile, we are splitting the profit 50-50. There is no place we work and the owner of the business will split profit with you. But that was what I was doing. At a point, he still felt that he was the business, he was everything, because he found out that I cannot bake. I know, as at that point, he just left. And when he left, the business was no longer in existence because I cannot step in, because I was not with enough knowledge. I don't have enough knowledge to step in and start baking. That was how everybody left and I was down. I decided to learn. That was at the point I decided to know everything concerning bakery business. So that is how bakers will treat you. Now, assuming I took loan from the government, from bank, from one person, or from friends, I gathered money and the baker stepped out that way and I cannot bake. You can imagine the debt I will be in. You can imagine how much I will be owing. So the third reason is poor understanding of the market. Now, in Nigeria, our currency is fluctuating and it's affecting the cost of items, baking items, like flour, sugar, the margarine, and every other baking things. Now, If you are a beginner and then you went to the market, buy your goods, buy whatever you need, for the production, and the next day market has changed, and then you borrowed the money, you took loan, how will you manage that? How will you be able to stand? Now, those that are experienced, they know, they have what it takes to buy and store and bake from there, and then they put their ears on the behavior of the market. So if you let's say the first day you went to market, the 50 kg of flour was sold at 50,000 naira, and then while you are producing, you hear the news that the price has changed from 50,000 to 72,000 naira, and then you know that your working capital is not enough to buy what will you do? That the market is not stable. Bakery business is one business that the market is not stable. There is always fluctuations and the changes, sudden changes. And people are also introducing different types of baked products, and the market is just like that, haphazard. And so you need experience, or you need someone who is experienced in the business to stand by you, to work with you, to mentor you, for you to be able to to stand. That is why I said at least 6 months to 1 year before you should look for loan, because at that point you fully understood the behavior of the business, the market, the customers, and how workers behave. The fourth reason is thieves and debtors. And I literally hope that every baker, every beginner in the world will listen to this video. If you share it to help somebody, to save somebody that want to just start the bakery business by taking a loan. One thing that beginners don't know or take into consideration is that everyone loves bread. And while you are baking, there are people, as they are coming to work, their brothers, their sisters, their children, their wives, their husbands are expecting them to come home with bread. And then they will not be buying. They are not ready to buy. They are ready to go home with 1 loaf each. Now let's assume that you have 5 workers, and each worker is going home with one loaf of bread. Now that 1 loaf, that means 5 loaves for that day. 5 times 30 days. How many loaves? That is full bag already. So you see that if you are not careful and you don't understand that these people that are working with me, they are not just there to work, they are ready to eat. And now, that is just the one they will take home. There are those that may not eat before coming, and they are ready to eat your bread. They will eat hell out of your bakery. They will eat as if it's not for sale. And all those things will accumulate to give you, for you to record all kind of losses that you cannot imagine. When you mold, you will see that at this point I'm supposed to make profit, but between the baking and sales, you see that what you calculated during molding, it will not reflect at the income that you are supposed to have from the sales. Why? Because there are things that might have gone wrong. Now another aspect is that the debtors aspect is that most of you, when you are preparing to open a bakery, you're envisioning that distributors will come. I will use social distributors. I've made contact with social distributors. Those people will dupe you and you will never trace them. So if you're a beginner and you want to start a bakery, now one of the reasons you should not take loan is that you should be able to connect and create your own market. That is just the truth. Create your own customers base. You should be able to fish and build your own customers connection without depending on any distributor. Now let me explain further. The distributor that comes to you and tell you that I have the connection, I know how to distribute, this is what I will take and this is what I will sell. So if you give me like this and I will make like this. Now if that distributor is making 10 naira per loaf from your bakery, and then he's selling, even if that distributor is faithful, you are sharing your profit with that distributor. Now if you are distributing by yourself, that 10 naira per loaf that you are giving out will accumulate and in turn affect your profitability in a positive way. So you should understand what I'm trying to say. Now there are some distributors, the first time they will come, they will be faithful, they will go, they will come, pack your bread, go and distribute and bring the cash. You'll be happy. They will tell you, I'm taking this to so area. I will make sure that everyone in this area will know, I'll be acquainted with your bread. And you'll be happy. They will pack the second day, go and come back. And then the third day or fourth time, they will tell you that they discover a different location that nobody is there. The bread is scarce there. And so they need full load. The day they tell you that they need full load, of bread. If you should fill their van or know their bus, whatever they are using for distribution, you should know that as they are going, they will never come back, and other distributors will never share the contact of that person with you, and that can lead to, bankruptcy. Now, the last but not the least, this is the most powerful one, and this is what trick people. This is what makes some persons to dive into the business. You think that the business is so profitable that each bag will give you 30%, 40% profit. You are making a big mistake. Now, let me expose something to you. For those that aim to distribute to roadside, those that are distributing to retail stores, the maximum 50 kg of flour we give you as profit is 15,000, 20,000. I tell you the truth. Now you might have spent 70,000 and it comes out that 20,000 is your gross profit, not even the net profit. And then if that is your gross profit, and then maybe after everything you end with 7,000 or 10,000, and then maybe you collected the loan calculating to pay in 2 years time or in 1 year time, then this is the profit you now encounter. How will you pay? Now, even this amount I mentioned is even big. I tell you the truth, the amount is even too much. So when you think that bakery business is a bird of, although you can change the pattern, you can make more profit. I tell you, you can make more profit if you understand the market and you know how to strategize. You know who to supply to. You know how to formulate recipe. So the bakery business is a technical business. I tell you, it's a technical business that you need to take time. You need to have a coach. You need to have a mentor. You need to be trained. Then when you step in, you can easily navigate. You can easily maneuver your way. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like this video. I want 5,000 likes for this video. At least 5,000 likes. I will be so grateful. I will appreciate if this video will have 5,000 likes. Share this video to your friend that want to start a bakery business. See you in our next video.